So Hungary have just pulled out of the International Criminal Court and then invited straight away Prime Minister Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, to come to the country and welcome him. As you can see in this picture, there is Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban with Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, before I get into this, and before anyone says to me, oh, but Orban is bad, he's this, that, the other, let me just say this. I'm not here to make any strong judgments on Orban's policies and wider governmental decisions. I'm simply talking about what he's done here. Just as when I talk about President Trump and his actions, I'm not talking about everything he's done, I'm talking about specific choices he's made. And this decision, I think, should set an important precedent. So let's understand what happened. Minutes before Prime Minister Netanyahu was received by Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban Thursday, Budapest announced it was withdrawing from the International Criminal Court, which in November issued an arrest warrant for the Israeli premier. Quote, the withdrawal process will begin on Thursday in line with Hungary's constitutional and international legal obligations, Orban's spokesman said. Orban invited his Israeli counterpart to Budapest in November, a day after the ICC issued its arrest warrant over allegations of war crimes in Gaza, where Israel launched its offensive following a brutal massacre by Hamas-led terrorists in southern Israel. Israel has rejected the accusations, rightly, which it says are politically motivated, rightly, and fueled by anti-Semitism, correct. It says the International Criminal Court has lost all legitimacy, correct, by issuing warrants against a democratically elected leader of a country, correct, exercising the right of self-defense, correct. As a founding member of the ICC, Hungary is theoretically obliged to arrest and hand over anyone subject to a warrant from the court, but Orban made clear that Hungary would not respect the ruling, which he called brazen, cynical, and completely unacceptable. You should know, by the way, for their own sake, if they accept the principle, they say, you know what, all right, we don't want to get in a mess with the ICC, we'll arrest Netanyahu. What happens when they face the kind of Islamist terrorism that Israel faced, and they want to go after the terrorists? They would end up creating their own demise, because the ICC will then presumably go after them. Because if Israel's genocidal for having the most surgically precise war, where it now looks like it's actually every 2 in every 3 casualty in Gaza is a Hamas fighter. That's unheard of in the history of modern urban warfare. The Times of Israel has provided more details for us. Hungary signed the ICC's founding document in 1999. They ratified it in 2001, but the law has not been promulgated. Orban's chief of staff said in November that although Hungary ratified the Rome Statute of the ICC, it was never made part of Hungarian law, meaning that no measure of the court can be carried out within Hungary. On Thursday, he told state news agency MTI that the government would launch the withdrawal process later in the day. Orban has raised the prospect of Hungary's exit from the ICC after US President Trump imposed sanctions on the court's prosecutor, Karim Khan, in February. That's what I'm saying. This is not just something that Hungary's done as an isolated incident. The United States of America, and not just Trump, but Congress as well, and senators, they have said the ICC is unacceptable. They're punishing the ICC, penalizing them. America, by the way, isn't in the ICC, before you think it's this utterly internationally recognized and respected body. We're also have heard statements from other countries. I think Germany and France indicated that, they're not going to be able to uphold this ruling. Quote, it's time for Hungary to review what we're doing in an international organisation that is under US sanctions, Orban said in February. The bill on starting the year-long process of withdrawing from the ICC is likely to be approved by Hungarian's parliament, which is dominated by Orban's Fidesz party. Netanyahu has enjoyed strong support over the years from Hungary's Orban, an important ally who has been ready to block EU statements or actions critical of Israel in the past. ICC judges said when they issued the warrant there were reasonable grounds to believe Netanyahu and his former defense chief were criminally responsible for acts including murder, persecution and starvation as a weapon of war, as part of a widespread and systematic attack against the civilian population of Gaza. Israel asserted that it's only targeting Hamas and other terror groups in the Strip, and accuses them of using civilian population and infrastructure as human shields. by the way, there's other countries as well. In the wake of the warrants, a number of countries said they would not arrest Netanyahu, including Hungary, Argentina, the Czech Republic, and Romania. Poland said it would seek to shield him from arrest, while France and Italy said they believed he had immunity as a world leader from a state not party to the ICC. Landlocked Hungary is surrounded by Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, and Austria. And according to a December Euronews report, Slovenia and Austria have both indicated they would enforce the arrest warrant. Here's the thing about the ICC arrest warrant. They say that they are accusing Israel of genocide. I say this, that if you are saying to Israel, when she is trying to defeat the people who are trying to genocide the country, she's trying to get rid of Hamas, who are the real genociders. And when Israel does that in the most surgically precise way in the history of modern urban warfare, and you say that Israel is a genocider and you try to persecute and arrest the leader of Israel, far from you thinking that you are accusing someone of genocide, I say to the ICC, they are complicit in Hamas's genocide. Because when you stop someone from being able to defend themselves, you are complicit in their demise. God forbid. So the ICC, I say, they are actually guilty of supporting an attempted genocide. So I welcome what Hungary has done, and let's hope that this paves the way for many other countries in Europe and around the world who are part of the ICC, where they declare clearly with one voice that they do not recognise the ICC and certainly do not consider them an impartial body of justice.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.